purpose of teams is to allow people from all over the United States to visit the mission field around the world to see what God is doing.
In Cuba, we built a church, and that was a lot of hard work. We worked with a bunch of the Cubans over there.
And we built a church in Guantanamo, Cuba, which I was telling my pastor, I'm going to be on the construction team. Don't make me make food or anything else. I want to work. So we did, anything that we could do, built blocks, stacked blocks, cut wires.
In Monterrey, Mexico, 2001, we built a fence, or we painted a fence there in Monterrey, Mexico. In Panama, we went to Ola, Panama, and we built a church there. And then in Costa Rica, we went and as a team, and we built another church.
We didn't really notice this one little boy was limping. And the weekend before we got there, he had fallen into a fire. Right behind their house, they burned the trash, and he had fallen on his knees into this fire on his left knee. It was all I could do just to gasp, to catch my breath, because it was 3rd-degree burns from probably a 17-inch area covering his knee completely and all around it. And they had put toothpaste on the knee. And the gangrene had begun to set in. So I immediately went and got some sterile water and some medical supplies and began to do treatments on this boy's knee. And it took us all week. I went out, my daughter and I went out every day, even in our free time. We had to go back out to the home and do another treatment, and was trying to debride all that dead tissue. It was a miracle, because it did happen. All that dead tissue was gone, and I know that if we had not been there, that boy would be limp today.
In the Ukraine, they would have camps set up for some of the children, and we would go into those camps and be able to do drama. Our message really revolved around the cross, crucifixion, and the resurrection of Jesus, and just his salvation. The salvation message is basically what our dramas revolved around.
Well, the main one that I did was the drama and dancing. We put a huge drama together. The 3 groups would split. There was 3 groups that would split up to go to different areas in Belize, and I was on the drama and dance team, which we learned from this guy named Ronnie Vavac.
A lot of the dramas we do are written specifically so there's no language, so it can be universal, and you can take them to any country you need to go to and not have to worry about having interpreters and things like that for your dramas.
People return to the United States motivated to get more involved in global evangelization by supporting missionaries, by supporting people-to-people children, by promoting projects in their local churches, and then it just continues the vision.
It's amazing because it's not just about you.
You will never see the world the same way. You'll never see yourself the same way once you go on one of these trips.
It takes a step at a time, and do what you can where you're at
I say
in your
do
life.
it. Invest the time, invest the money.
I had no idea
It'll
that
change
God
your
was going
life.
to change my life.
I've never been the same since
If
the
you
first
want to
team's
walk
trip
on
that
the
I've
water,
been on.
you've got to get out of the boat. That's the beauty of missions. You're blessed to give, but you also receive.